Hello there. This is Fimbly Jim. And today... There's a message. Today I am bringing... There's another message. Today I am bringing you something exquisite. I am showing you my PvP build that I've been working with a lot. And having a lot of fun with. And my wizardly PvP magic build that's been really, really nice and very fun. So yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. There's no dilly-dallying. We're going to be using the Carrion Regal Scepter, plus 10. This is an extremely powerful staff, and a lot of people will use the Lusats, which is a great choice. But the difference between the two is that this uses 1.5 times the mana. So when you cast 2 spells, you're using the mana of 3. Whereas when you're casting 2, you're using the mana of 2, but the sorcery scaling is close. This has the added bonus of doing like 10%, I think, more damage, which to me, I don't think that's worth it. Because I could get a full other spell off with the Carrion Regal Scepter. So just like mathematically, I'd be doing more damage if they all hit. So against bosses and whatnot, I feel like this is better. But it's totally preference. This technically does more damage, but it's up to you. But we're going to be using this. For our offhand, though, we're going to be using Azura's Glintstone Staff. The reason for this is it reduces the casting time of all sorceries. I think by there's like some kind of dex thing where you have like a hidden dexterity for casting spells, and this does about 30, I believe, 30 or 40, and so the max you can have is 70. And so we're using that for the offhand, which will give us the passive. And then I'll explain the other, where we get the other 40 in a second. But we're going to have this knife on backup in case we run out of mana. This usually happens in duels. In invasions, it doesn't really happen. For the gear, we're going to be using the Snow Witch Hat. This is all kind of personal preference, the gear here. I use the Snow Witch Hat because some of my spells are frost. And if we don't look at my head, if we look at this, it's strength in this cold sorcery. So we're just putting it on there just for that. Plus, I think it looks nice with the whole whimsical Fimbly Jim look. We're also going to be using, for talismans, the Graven Mass Talisman and the Graven School Talisman. So this is a total of 12% damage. I believe this is 4%, this is 8%. So just 12% more magic damage, which is great. We're going to use the Godfrey Icon, which enhances charged spells and skills, which is fantastic. And then we're going to do this, which shortens spell casting time, Radagon Icon. Now this, I believe, is 40, or 30 or 40 something dexterity, which is really good. We're also going to be, this is how many flasks we're going to run. This is what I've been most comfortable with recently. This is, again, total preference, but this is what I felt like is the best. I don't have any, like, real issues with health or mana with this, so this is good. For the Flask of Wondrous Physic, I'm not sure if the Magic Shrouding Crack tier actually boosts like my spell damage or if it boosts magic attacks, but I'm using it in case it does. But the Crimson Bubble tiers are other option here, which is great. Yeah, honestly, you could switch out the Magic Shrouding Crack tier for the bubble, the other bubble tier, which protects you from the first hit, which honestly, now that I'm saying it out loud, I think I kind of want to do that. So ignore what I'm saying, we're going to switch it. Okay, we have that switched. So now let's go over our spells. So the spells that we're going to be using is Carrion Slicer, Adula's Moonblade, Zamor Ice Storm, Magic Glintblade, Collapsing Stars, Gravitational Missile, and Cannon of Haima. So my logic here is, it's basically a giant flow chart, right? So we're going from our fast attack, Slicer, just if we get too close to someone, into Adula's Moonblade. You could do Carrion Piercer here. I actually swapped this recently, and I find that I like Adula's Moonblade more, especially with the hat that I'm wearing. This Zamor Ice Storm is fantastic. I don't think I could ever not use this. It's so good, and if people are dumb to think that they can just stand in the Ice Storm and attack you, they're going to take so much damage, and you can whip out Adula's Moonblade as well at the same time. It's just great. And as you can see, I actually have 2 AoE abilities with the Gravitational Missile and the Ice Storm, and I do this on purpose. As a wizard, people, especially a PvP wizard, people like to get close to you because that's your weakest point. So I like to have these, at least, I like to have 2 of them within reach pretty much at any point, where if I need to throw it down, I can. And they're both pretty quick to cast thanks to our staff and our talisman. but it's also just a really good damage ability. So I wouldn't recommend this. I recommend this in like, you can use it in any situation, but if you have like 3 people chasing you, gravitational missile's just better, just because you can knock them back and do damage. And I have found that you can like, they go flying away from you and you can roll back and get yourself a heal off, which is great. And this is a multi-tool, basically, spell that you can use for area denial or just a ground explosion. It's pretty great. But yeah, Zamor's Ice Storm is awesome. I love it so much. And this Magic Glintblade Collapsing Star is actually a combo that I learned from one of my favorite YouTubers ever, Scott Jund. I love the man. I watched him play in DBD a lot. And when I saw that he also plays Wizard in Elden Ring, I saw that he did this spell combination, and I thought it was genius. So I started throwing it into my builds as well. So yeah, basically how it works is Magic Glintblade and Collapsing Star are kind of one spell that you use together. It's to roll catch really hard. So you'd cast like 2 to 3 Magic Glintblades, and then immediately cast a Collapsing Star, which they kind of have to choose. It's hard to dodge all of them. You can, but it's hard. And it essentially makes them dodge one or the other, which is really great. It's great to cast both of these when you're in your Zamor Ice Storm or your Gravitational Missile too. I like to... They're right next to each other, which is kind of iffy. It's hard to jump back to Collapsing Star when you hit them with Gravitational Missile, but if you do, it's really solid. So if you cast it and immediately start switching back to this, it works. And you can order this however you want, but these are the spells that I use. Gravitational Missile, like I said, fantastic spell. You can cast it directly on the ground to cause an immediate explosion on the ground that does pretty good damage, or you can charge it to create like an area denial spell that's really awesome too. Fantastic. We love it. Cannon of Haima is also great. I have thrown this into some of the craziest mix-up ever. Like when you start casting this, you can prepare your next spell. So you can start casting, and then I sometimes will switch to Collapsing Stars. Because this has a pretty large hitbox, and some people don't roll it correctly, and when they get hit, you can immediately cast Collapsing Stars, and then now they have to react to 2 different things happening. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. I love it. I also forgot to show off my stat tree here, and so this is what we're looking at. We got 51 in Vigor, 40 in Mind, 25 Endurance, and then we pretty much just pump Intelligence to 70. And then once you hit 70, I wouldn't advise putting any more into that, just because you hit a pretty... It goes up to 80, but it's a pretty steep fall off between 70 to 80, and that's even steeper after 80. So I would just recommend 70, but yeah. And overall, this all synergizes super well and creates a very, 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 very effective, fun wizard build that you can use in PvP. It's really fun in duels, which I will be showing you some duels, but I want to show you some invasions too, just to show how strong this can be. So yeah. Anyway, let's just jump right into some combat and actually get to the meat and potatoes. Thank you for watching. Alrighty, here we are. Where's the host, though? Is he below us? I would always recommend starting with our Gravitational Missile, because it can be used to protect yourself. I don't want to be here. We're gonna do this. She might die from that. She's dead. Okay, great. And then this is the roll catch. We're gonna hit him with some of these. Okay. A little bit of there. And then with the Cannon of Haima, and then switch to this. There we go. And there's our invasion. It's good to start with the gravitational missile for situations like that, because you can cast it straight down. And it will explode immediately. Switch to our gravitational missile. I want them to... Where are we? I gotta figure out where I'm at first. This guy's low. He's dead. That was the host? Well, there you go. That was a short one. Magic. Are these the guys that disconnect? There's... I don't know if... I don't know. We'll see. I don't think these guys are. Maybe they are. Aquino sounds familiar. Not sure. Someone disconnected when I was invading. But we'll see. We'll see if it was them. So we're going to start with our gravitational missile. And then from there... You in here? What's up, dude? Do it twice. Do it 3 times. Do it 4 times. Do it 5 times. And we cleaved them. That's magic for you in a closed space. I knew they were in this room, dude. That was silly. Yeah, this thing was pretty strong. If you're in a closed space like this, you're screwed. Another good bit of advice. I'm just sneaking advice in here as I go. Oh, I spawned in the perfect spot for this. I am just going to be the bridge guardian. This is my bridge. Oh my god, is that actually gonna... Wait, am I gonna do this to you? You guys gonna stay down there? I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm an asshole. That was just, at this point, that was just trolling. Alrighty. Amira the Scared, I can tell. A bad idea. Amira, what are you doing, friend? Amira, what are you doing, friend? Bye, Amira. You're alive! Sorry, Amira. It's just good business. I'm pretty much using a dog army at this point, so... Who are you? Annabelle. Run, Annabelle, run! Don't come after me. I'm the good guy. Sorry. Sorry, Amira. This was like the worst possible place to ever be invaded, probably ever. I mean, this is unbelievable. Alrighty. We're switching over to some duels. I'm not gonna drink this. Because, do a little bit of this. Just because, I felt like this would be a better way to showcase actual synergy of the spells. There you go. There's some combos for you. Because the duels are a little bit better to showcase all the spells. Because usually in, invasions, you kinda gotta be using the AoEs a lot. Guy's using the kicks. Oh no! Alive, but barely. That was a good play by him. And launch one of these, see if it does anything. Oh, no. Okay, good. Drink a little bit. There we go. I love that staff slam. It's awesome. Just throw it to the ground. It's pretty epic. That would have been epic if it hit. This is probably gonna kill him. No, it didn't. I'm gonna goof up here, I think. Nope, wrong spell. I don't like this guy. Got him. There we go. Woo! That was a little close for comfort. I have no health left, so we're gonna drink one of these. Wait a sec, that restored half my health. I swapped the spell wrong. I kinda let him do that because I realized I didn't have the mana here in a sec. Let him do that is a strong word. I meant to switch, but I didn't have the willpower. Go. Little slice. Just a little slice. Drink one of these just because I don't have any... What? Wait, I'm confused. Why did my healing pot change? That was not the right healing pot. There we go. Casting that slam down, baby. See, the wizard's really fun just because there's a lot of thinking involved. You kind of gotta, like, switch to your spell... PvP wizard, I should say. There's not as much in, like... in the normal... Like if you're fighting a boss. Good game, sir. Very good game. There's not as much thinking when you're playing PvE with a wizard, though, for sure. But PvP, it's like way harder than the normal game. Alright, Sir Williams. I am Fimbly Jim. Nice to meet you. So, a good way I like to start duels, I'm gonna let him buff first if he's got buffs. I like to start him like this. Throw a little mix up into that, and then a little more of this, and then we're gonna do a little bit of this action. Do this and let him get close. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get him." A little bit of that action and get him. He's almost dead. GG, Mr. Williams. So it's good to, like, when you're playing in any sort of PvP situation, to be, like, thinking ahead of what you're going to cast or what you want to cast. Like, coming up, you basically have to think at least one step ahead, essentially, for all of your spells. Oh my goodness, it's scary. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. I was stun locked. I couldn't do anything. That was awesome. Those bear claws are sweet. He's already casting at me. Doesn't realize this thing's got a colossal hitbox. Too close, Mr. Sir. The thing also that I love about the wizard is you basically have like a whole bunch of different abilities, which I'm a big fan of AoEs, especially in PvP situations. Just because, you know, some people got some, you know, hitboxes in this game are inherently janky, and that's why people like it. Good. Nice. You just basically are supposed to create as many obstacles as possible to make fighting you very difficult, because you are squishy and you don't have much in the way of protection from... I want him to just charge at me really bad. Is he giving up? Switching abilities. That was well done. I switched to Sorry, sir. It's wizardry. And this is why I like the hat, see, because like I'm using a Duel's Moonblade, which is Frost, Samurai's Ice Storm, which is Frost, and everything else kind of carries itself. It doesn't need too much supervising. And I'm a little light on the magic here. But we're just going to hope that the Ice Storm carries us. So now I literally have no magic. I just have a dagger, basically. We're just going to have to hope the dagger can carry us here a little bit. I have nothing else. Look what I've got. I have no magic left, brother. I think he knows that. He's a big fan of that L2. I'm just dagger fighting him. Alright, GG, good sir. Good G. Good G's. Meant good game, but, you know. Is that a fist bump? That's awesome. Fist bump. Alrighty. Now let's see about getting a little, What's up, fella?
Hey!
Went a little crazy with the spells. Just want to get us started, you know. I'm very scared of that weapon. Stepping into my ice storm, baby. There we go. Good game, good sir. The Fimbly Gym. I love the Ice Storm. It's awesome. People really underestimate it because its initial damage is pretty weak. A little light on the mana. A little light on the mana, sir. I have no mana, but I have a dagger. The problem of suffering from success and overcasting casting too many spells. I was gonna emote, but I don't want to emote. Come here, I got a dagger for you. Oh, you pulling out that thing? Come on, man. Do a little drinky drink. Come on, man. Yeah, I knew it was gonna do that. I thought I maybe could dodge it, but I was wrong. I'm ready. Oh. I didn't realize how silly the hitbox of that was. I feel bad for making a video on it. Goodness gravy. But now I have magic again. So this is gonna be a little bit. GG, good sir. It's called being magical. It didn't give me my... I don't really understand the logic about, like, how it's supposed to give you your mana back. Because it doesn't always do it. Find that to be silly and inconsistent. This guy's very good at dodging. Good game, sir. Good game. Good game, Fat Smoke.
Hey!
Good game, good sir. You're awesome. Anyway, this has been Fimbly Jim, and I hope you enjoyed some magical PvP gameplay. I know a lot of people have, myself included, have always wanted to make this viable, and I feel like a lot of the spells in this DLC make it really, really viable. I know a lot of the spells I was using weren't in the DLC, they were like base game stuff, but it just feels really good overall, and I've just been having a really good time with it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you did. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are. Please drive and walk safe wherever you do go. And please be nice to yourself and oh so kind to others. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.